responsibility does the government take for the added costs on car dealers and consumers?
Well, the scheme itself was established in 2023. We made some changes to bring it into line with Australia, which was supported by the industry at the time and supported by many people. I think most people said that's pretty reasonable. At the time, the advice was that it was going to be essentially a sensible change. It was going to lead to a glide path over time that people could meet, and it would essentially, work in the way that it's intended. That hasn't transpired. Now, at that point, government's got a choice. We can either put our hand in the air and say, well, we're not going to make any changes. That's life. Deal with it.
You made a change in 2024. You made a change at the start of last year, which some in the industry say put the industry out of whack. I've spoken to two of them today. They say that scrapping the clean car discount put the industry out of whack. So how much responsibility does the government take for the current situation?
Yep. Well, we stand by our decision to scrap the clean car discount. The clean car discount, just so we're really clear what it was.
Just in case you need to understand what it is, and then I'll speak to what he says.
I'm going to explode on this, aren't I?
Maybe.
Decision to scrap the clean car discount. The clean car discount, just so we're really clear what it was general taxpayers paying for people to buy cheaper EVs. So that is basically people who could already afford to buy an EV. So on average, middle to upper income New Zealanders being subsidised by every other New Zealander at a time when the government is running enormous budget deficits. We do not think it was justifiable for general taxpayers to use borrowed taxpayer money that we will have to repay at vast expense later to subsidise middle class and wealthy New Zealanders to buy
we wanted to give
EVs.
That money to
that is not a defensible public policy position. That's why we scrapped.
Chewie. The theme of what Mr. Bishop just said, that it's not fair that general taxpayers end up subsidising people to buy EVs. So the questions I have for Mr. Bishop, then why is it okay that general taxpayers are subsidising landlords? Why is it okay that general taxpayers are subsidising big tobacco? So if it's not okay for general taxpayers, I don't agree with you, by the way, Mr. Bishop, that it was general. But if we take that as right, why was it not okay for general taxpayers to subsidise EVs getting into the marketplace? If that wasn't okay, then why are we subsidising big mining? Why, Mr. Bishop, do you find the line of going, oh, heavens, no, the taxpayer couldn't pay for that when it comes to EVs, but not landlords, big tobacco, or mining? That's what I would like to know from you, Minister. Maybe you could come back to us on that.
I mean, you're right on the bigger issue, but even on this direct issue, he's wrong. Like, the idea was that it was going to be self-funding, although it needed, using investment terms, seed money to get it going.
Yeah.
Right? And his vision is so short-sighted that he can't see the flow-on benefit. What was the point? To get people to buy more EVs, which then cycle through into the second-hand market, that then bring the price, the entry point for EVs, like when I bought mine, made them more affordable. I didn't use a clean car discount, but there was enough downward pressure in those EVs that it dropped the price 10 grand in the 6 months that I was looking for my car. That was the benefit.